Hands down, one of the craziest things that I see on crypto Twitter are these insane crypto whales who are making 10x's, 100x's, 1000x's, and apparently 10,000x returns on their crypto investments in what seems to be almost every single week. Now, the cool thing about crypto and the blockchain is, like Vegas, everything that happens on the blockchain stays on the blockchain. But unlike Vegas, all of the data is publicly accessible, which made me wonder, can we go and track down the wallet addresses of these insane crypto millionaire whales who are bragging to us on Twitter, and then monitor their wallets and simply copy trade all the trades that they make so we can get our 10,000x returns on our money as well? And if you haven't done the math yourself, a 10,000x return on your money would turn $100 into $1 million. So I decided to set expectations really low in this video to see if we can turn $1,000 into $100,000 in just 30 days by copy trading these mega whales. If you appreciate that, hit that like button down below for me, put on your whale riding hat, and let's jump in. Okay, so the best way to start this experiment is to find 3 crypto whales from Twitter who have a proven, verifiable track record of insane success on the blockchain. Meaning these are people who have turned thousands of dollars into millions. To find these on-chain whales, the people who are turning thousands of dollars into millions, there's a few different strategies we can use. But the thing to remember here is they need to have a track record of success before we start copy trading. So we found 3 crypto whales who had a huge success in the past and then copy traded them for a window of 30 days. Let me introduce you to the 3 whales and their successes that led us to start copy trading their wallet. The first wallet is from a guy who we call the Meme Man. Not mean, but meme. And this is because he absolutely loves jumping from meme trend to meme trend. And why we're copy trading him is because he invested in Pepe in April with $8,300 and turned it into $259,000. He then also proceeded to buy a token called Wojak for $10,000 and cash out $132K. Now, secondly, we're gonna call this our Degenerate wallet because this man or woman was one of the earliest traders in the coin Pepe. So early that they actually received a 15,000x return on their money. That's enough to turn $100 into 1.5 million. So this is someone for me that was worth copy trading for the next 30 days. And finally, we decided to also copy trade a crypto influencer. This crypto influencer's name is Crypto God John, and he's renowned for turning $3,000 into $1 million in the last bull cycle. We know he makes a lot of frequent trades, and he also has hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter who like to copy his trades, so if we can get him before then, we might be able to perform extremely well. Awesome. So now we have Meme Man, Degenerate Man, and Crypto God John, the crypto influencer. So now we've located their wallets. The next step is to copy trade every single trade they make for 30 days. Now we're reverse engineering the 30-day window from May 5th all the way up to June 4th. Now I just want to make it clear once again that this window does not include any of the amazing Pepe trades we just went through or even Crypto God John turning his $3,000 to $1 million. This is a blank slate because if you're copy trading these whales, you don't know how they're going to trade next month. So we can't backdate just a random month where they had success. We must pick the period of time that we don't know how they perform. And to make this race interesting between these crypto whales, we're going to set up a $1,000 wallet for each of these traders, and we're going to be splitting investments evenly into every investment that they make over that window of time. So since June 4th has passed and this experiment has been done, let's get into the result. Starting with our meme whale. So our meme man is a very active trader. Jumping from meme coin to meme coin, he actually made a surprising 521 transactions over the 30-day window, and he had some really big wins like the token Refund, where he invested $81,000 and sold it for $441,000 over the next 7 days. A very impressive return. He also had a couple of rough patches, including his worst purchase of $111,000 of a token ironically named Do Not Buy that melted all the way down into just $66,000 worth of the token by the time he sold it. But overall, despite this loss, Meme Man, the crypto whale, performed incredibly well. He put in a hell of a performance, roughly turning $250,000 worth of investments into $549,000 of realized gains. That is profit that he cashed out. And he also has another $143,000 of profit that he's still holding on to. Now, how did our copy trading wallet go? Well, it turned $1,000 into $3,612.71 in this 30-day window, which I know is not $1,000 to $100,000, but by anyone's standards, it's a pretty damn impressive return. Now, this takes us onto the Degenerate Whale, who has over $5 million sitting in his account from his crazy early Pepe play. But was this a one-hit wonder, and is it just dumb luck, or is this the smartest trader in the world who's about to turn our $1,000 into 100,000. Well, luckily, this was another very active wallet over the 30-day window, making 77 trades. The biggest return was a token called Capybara, where he invested $27,000 and withdrew a cool $41,000 for a 50% ROI. But unfortunately, the other 76 of his trades were pretty damn poor. And it really goes to show you have to be extremely careful who you copy trade, because some people get lucky once and now you think they're some big brain genius, but really they're just some random who got lucky and they're gonna take you down with them. Because our Degenerate Whale proceeded to lose over 90% on almost every single one of his trades. In fact, at the end of the 30 days, the wallet roughly turned $74,000 into $9,000, losing an average of 86% for the month. And this means our cool $1,000 that we allocated to copy trade would be worth just $140. Pretty crazy, and I'm glad he's got another 5 million stored on the side that hopefully he can learn how to keep safe for the coming month. Now, what about our third wallet, Crypto God John, the crypto influencer, one of the biggest crypto influencers and one of the most active traders on crypto Twitter. And these ones are always fascinating to look at for me, because unlike the other two wallets where they're just silent traders, Crypto God John not only has a paid membership where he posts his trades for people to copy trade, he also posts them publicly on Twitter, where a lot of his followers will jump in just because John is in those trades, which means he sort of has a social insurance policy and he's able to actually bump up the market every time he trades because he has a lot of liquidity that follows him in. But of course, he hasn't always had this, and he actually turned 3K into $1 million in the last bull cycle before he had any of this social insurance policy, so he's definitely someone worth looking at. And John made a total of 58 trades over the 30-day copy trading window. Some of the popular ones were Crypto Twitter, where he actually got in with the big influencer of Alex Becker, OXO, which he is a massive fan, and at one point held almost $1 million worth of token, and a couple of smaller projects like Suki and Swipe. His biggest ROI for the month was Crypto Twitter, where he landed a clean 3.5x return on his money, turning 1 ETH into 3.5 ETH. But his highest conviction holding and his biggest bag was of course OXO, where he put $227,000 into the token over these 30 days, where June 4th it was worth about $170,000, which is a slight dip, but it wasn't like it was a bad token investment, because if he did sell at its peak during the month, he would have cashed in with about $150,000 of profit. But he has ridden the downslope on the buy the rumor, sell the news as they launched their new decks. But despite his biggest conviction actually dipping, Crypto God John performed quite well in that 30-day window. He cashed in on a 50% gain on Swipe. Rebate, he broke even. Crypto Twitter, he was up 250%. OXO down 25%, and he lost 20% on Suki, which means if we copy traded him, splitting up every single one of his investments equally with the $1,000, the 1K would have turned into $1,510 in the 30-day trading window. And once again, a 50% gain in a month, I don't know too many people who are complaining about that, even though it doesn't reach the $100,000. So my main takeaway from copy trading people who post on Twitter their insane results is pretty simple. The blockchain is transparent and every single bit of data is publicly accessible for us to look at any time. Now this is good and bad, because it leaves us with a hell of a lot of information to have to sift through if we're gonna need to know who to trust and who are actually the legitimate traders out there making insane returns on their money, and who are the ones getting really lucky and then go all the way back to zero in just a matter of months. And this is basically why I started this channel, because unlike on stocks and unlike in big business, you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes and what turns out to be a Ponzi and what doesn't. But because we can access all this data on the blockchain, we can have the advantages that the elite traders have, which is why we use software like the wallet tracking software that we used in this video to track traders like Crypto God John, Alex Becker, people like Gary Vee, people with a very impressive trade history and a social insurance policy on the backside, where you know their followers are going to jump into the projects that they promote and pump it up in the short term, even if it's a bad project. For example, our wallet tracker picked up when Crypto God John talked about the crypto Twitter trade from last month, and it proceeded to 10x people's money who got in at that point in time. So if you want access to wallet tracking and portfolio tracking software so you can see exactly what your favorite crypto influencers are holding at any point in time and get notified whenever they buy a new project so you don't have to sort through all the data of the blockchain, you should definitely join our Patreon. The link is in the description below. We have a lot of awesome stuff, including rising token breakdowns, the softwares I just spoke about, and a really amazing community. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside.